So what a difference a few days can make. It's very, very windy today. Luckily I've not, touch wood, I've not lost any glass out of my greenhouse. There's lots of branches and things, leaves fallen down, but you know, that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? On the plus side, we have a couple of garlics come through. Oh, there's another one there as well. So that's 1, 2, 3. I think that's it for now, but there are a lot of bits and bobs on here. It looks like something's been eaten as well, a chicken. But yeah, there's just 3 come through, but for now that'll do because we have had extreme temperatures. None through on this bed yet, but these are the shop bought ones, so I'm not expecting. The pigeons have royally had my broccoli, but I'm not fussed, to be fair, this year. It was just, I just liked, to be honest, the foliage was really nice. It was nice to see them grow. So yeah, everything's looking a bit drab. Some of my stuff has fallen down over there, my chicken coop. Luckily my plastic shed has stayed up, touch wood, but I have loaded loads of bricks and things in the bottom. Bear's britches is looking well. I still need to clean that bed up. Other than that, oh, what's that? Hello, what is that? Don't know, but here's them snail eggs again. Other than that, the things have died that I hoped would carry on growing, but they've died. These canna lilies, hopefully they'll still come back, but at the minute they're looking rubbish. So I'm at plot 30 now, my second plot that I took on. It looks like it's about to rain. I've just looked in and seen that my onions are all wilted, put some footage in, and just feel a bit fed up today. I don't know why. I think it's because you know, you put lots of effort into it, and then some days you just think, what am I doing? It takes for someone to say, God, I couldn't be doing with all that, and then it makes you think, and then so yeah, we'll see how we get on. I've just brought some seedlings. I brought broad bean seedlings, sweet pea seedlings, and snapdragons. I've also just brought 9 bags of compost because the compost where I get it from, it's so cheap and it's so good. Vitax Q4. So yeah, I've also sort of noticed a few jobs that need doing next time I come, but I need a good full day, and I've had this weekend off because I felt poorly. So apart from bringing some posts, but other than that, I've got loads of jobs I need to crack on with. So I think I'm going to go home, have a bit of a chill out, and come back another day when I'm feeling a bit better and when the weather's not so bad. It's a blooming blustery one today. So today I just feel a bit rubbish, and I think some days you feel really good, you feel like, you know, real motivated, everything's going well, and other days you get here and you just think, what am I doing? What am I doing? And it takes one comment from somebody, not intended, but just a comment from somebody to make you think, wow, I spend all these hours here, what am I even doing? And today is one of those days. So yeah, it's just turned really sunny all of a sudden. It's been really cold and windy, and maybe if I stayed for another half hour in the sun, I'd probably feel a little bit better. So this greenhouse, as you can see, it's missing a few panes. All those panes at the top there were actually still there. It was just one. So we're missing another 1, 2, 3. Those there were already gone, but as you can see, you can tell when it's freshly smashed. One's managed to survive, and this all needs clearing anyway, but it was a job that didn't need doing now. There's glass in there from before, as you can see, and that's fallen down. Luckily it's not smashed, but so I'm hoping I can get that back up. If you can see there. Hoping I can get that back up before it smashes anymore. There's actually some really good timber to use as well. So I'm going to try and clear all this glass up today and get it cleaned up, and I've actually got some more glass to put in this anyway, so see how much I can get done. So I've got to a certain point with this where I've cleared all the grass out of the bottom of the greenhouse. I've sort of fixed most of the frame, it just needed tightening, some bolts replacing, and it's sort of shifted off the base a little bit, and it just needs a little bit of fettling, but I've done as best I can for now, but it's really secure now, touch wood. But what I'm looking at the moment is the previous owner never fitted the windows in at the greenhouse, and I think this is quite an important thing to have. So I'm going to just have a look at my greenhouse and see at my other greenhouse and other people's and see how to fit them, but I'll just quickly show you in here what I've done so far. So I've made it so that these are all secure, not going anywhere, everything's secure. I've just noticed one bolt I need to do actually. I've taken the glass out, I've put another piece back in. That once the other pieces are in, that'll be absolutely fine. But this is what I'm looking at now, this window. So I've just put this frame on, but I don't know how it secures or anything. I mean, once it's down it's secure, and then you'd clip it on like that, presuming. Not sure if you can see there, sorry, but a bit too close. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at, but I need to now secure it, because otherwise that's just going to blow away in the wind as well. I've put some glass back in here and here, here and here. I've secured some of the frame, this is all blown down, and this, and I've put some new bolts in. So if you give everywhere a bit of a shake, all the joints, you'll notice if there's anywhere a bit loose, and everything else seems quite secure. You know, just give it all a bit of a look over, but other than that, yeah. Oh, did you see that? It's a really pretty bird then. Right, so we are back at the allotments, and it's been a while, but I thought I'll come and check on my greenhouse. There has been plenty of winds, but there hasn't been any of the really big storms like we have had. I know we had a couple of really big ones recently, and I know that all too well because my other job is a lorry driver, and the trailer that I pull is not your normal trailer size. It's actually a couple of foot taller, 3 foot taller actually. It's a really big what they call a double deck trailer. I'll do a video about that one time. So I'm just coming to have a look at this greenhouse now and double check that it's all in one piece and no more glass has come out. And yeah, it is in one piece. I've left some pieces out to let the air flow through it, but it is actually in one piece. It needs a good clean, but I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of glass. That's all I need for this now. So yeah, I'll let you have a little look. It's looking manky, but at least it's done. At least we're there. So hopefully it'll stay like that. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. There's not much I can do. But yeah, job well done. So I've got to the allotment, and I like to give it, at this time of year, I like to give it a look around before I do anything else. I don't know if you do the same. I'd like to see what's peeping through the soil, what's died, what's still growing, and there's a bit of a shocker really, and it's something I wasn't going to confess to, but I can confess because actually it's been a success. So the garlic that I planted, I'm just going to switch the camera around now. The garlic that I planted New Year's Day in there is all coming up really nice. I'm really happy with that, it's really good. The garlic that I was planting in my video down there, at the back, that was all shop bought, as I said. But what I didn't tell you was that there was another clove of garlic that I bought that was 50p, and it was massive. I'm kidding, not kidding, it was huge. And I was really excited about it. And actually, when I looked at the packet when it came to planting it, it actually turned out to be smoked garlic. So it ended up being smoked garlic, and obviously that's done in temperatures, and it's like pretty much cooks it. So I thought, well, I'm not going to eat it. So I thought, I'm not going to eat it, so I may as well just plant it and see. And it's actually started growing. I don't think I'd be able to show you because it's so small, but my smoked garlic is growing. So yeah, I'm really surprised by that one, and obviously my shop bot is. So I've got a bit of a tester on now. Will the specifically bought or given garlic that's from a place that's sells you it to grow, I'm shuffling with my words, but you know what I mean, will that do best? Will the shop bought, as the bought stuff, grow best, or will the smoked grow best? So that'll be the test, and it'll be interesting to see if the smoked stuff grows as big as the actual cloves in that they grew. I actually took them off, you know, the bulb, sorry, will the bulb grow as big as the actual bulb that I took them off? So it'll be an interesting one. We'll have to see how those do. So I'm just here in my greenhouse. It's started to rain outside, and before I'd have still got wet in this greenhouse because there was only 2 panes of glass on one side, but now it's a dry place, so I can actually take cover in here. So what I'm going to show you in here is some onion sets that have started to grow. Why is that special, you might think? Well, the onions are actually really small onions that didn't do very well last year. I planted them too late in the season. I got them for 5p for a bag from Wilco's, and I didn't know if they'd grow. They did grow, but didn't grow very big, and I didn't feed them. This year I need to feed all my plants because I just don't feed them. So I didn't feed them, and they didn't grow very big. So I had lots and lots that were very, very small. The sort of that size. I've got some that are slightly bigger, but they're still quite small. So I've got lots of them. So I thought, you know what, I've got some gutter in here from filled with soil from when I tried to grow peas that didn't germinate. I'm not sure why they didn't germinate, but so I chucked a load in, and they've started to grow. I'll show you that one. I know there's little weeds in there, but look, actually started to grow. That one's started to grow. They are. If I'd have peeled these back, that one's growing. That's a weed. That's growing. So they are actually starting to grow. So I saw someone ask on an Allotment Facebook page about it a while ago, and no one seemed to really know if you've grown onions. Some of them haven't really gone that big. They're not shallots. I did grow shallots, but they're not all shallots. They're not grown very big. What do I do with them? Then give them a go. Just give it a go. It's not, what have you got to lose? You've got them there anyway. It's the same with anything. I chucked some greyhound cabbages in quite early. I think it was the beginning of January, maybe. I think it was the first week in January. I planted some greyhound cabbages indoors, seeds that is. They came through. I put them under a UV propagator. They went very leggy, and I've just planted them really deep. Put them in my greenhouse within a greenhouse here. Just checked on them today. Still all alive. Started to grow the second leaves. So I'm really, really pleased with that. Yes, it could have gone wrong, but so what? I think too many people are like, what if? I see it all the time on the allotment pages, and I get people that want advice. I'm fine with that, but I think sometimes just give it a go, and I love to prove people wrong. So it's like, do you want to do it? No, don't do it. Do it, prove them wrong. So my onions are in and they're growing, so I'm going to plant these out somewhere, and I'm going to go through all the rest of these onions, and just the smaller ones I'm going to plant them out. I'm also going to restart my seeds, because the onion seeds apparently grow bigger and better than from sets. So I did plant some Boxing Day. put them out too early, just before that really cold -5 frost, and obviously I didn't put them out. I put them in a cold frame, but I shouldn't have done. They're pretty much all dead. I've already put some footage in, haven't I? So yeah, I'm going to do some more seeds, and this year I'm going to make sure I actually feed all my plants, because last year I didn't feed the onions, I didn't feed anything, and yeah, this year I think you should try and improve every year, and that's definitely one of the things I wanted to improve on. But for me, it's the love of seeing them grow from a seed, you know, when they first that little looped shoot. Oh, it's brilliant. So yeah, just go for it. What is it? Get a packet of seeds, get loads of seeds in it, unless they're expensive seeds and they're like, you're going to get 5 or 10, that's different. Like my chilli seeds, some of them haven't germinated, but majority have, and I need to pop them on. But yeah, just do it. Who cares? Who cares? Prove the naysayers wrong, I say. But yeah, I'm buzzing. Oh, my little snapdragons that I should have planted really October, November, because it makes the stems stronger if you plant them in beginning of winter or end of autumn or whatever. If you plant them then, overwinter them, then they become stronger plants, because it's almost like they've had a hard life, so they grow stronger. I didn't. I planted them the same time as the cabbages, and they're very, very tiny, but they are still there. I've just watered them, so they are looking a bit knocked over, but see if they've survived. They've survived so far, and they've been out in the greenhouse for a couple of weeks, so we'll see how it goes. I've got broad beans in here growing. There should be some more poking through soon, but I've only got 6 at the minute. I've planted 12, so not a very good success rate. I have dug down in the soil a little bit, and they are looping up, so there should be some ready soon. These have got little weeds in because it's recycled. It might not even be weeds, there might actually be plants growing, but it's recycled compost that I've just mixed a bit of stuff in with. You can see how leggy my sweet peas are, but who cares? If they fail, they fail. I'll admit defeat. I've also got these little roses that I got from Pound Shop. I also got these roses that I got from Pound Shop. This one was only, well, they're all only £2, but they've started to grow. So I need to, that one looks, if that one grows like that, how beautiful is that? Oh, love it. There's that one, and then I've got these climbers, which I hope it grows like that. A climber that grows up to 4 metres, it's saying, and that one as well. And I got them to climb over the back fence, or it might maybe the front fence, but I want to see how well they do. But for £2 a piece, can't really go wrong. But yeah, I'm just looking on it. Oh look, I've missed that one. That's relatively big of the small ones, but you can chop that up and have it as a single. I call it a single person onion. It's a single person onion because you don't want a full onion, but that's just enough for one person. There's a couple. They're all right then, but I've just kept them all on here. It's a bit tatty, but you know. But it all needs a good cleaning here, so that's on my list of things to do. But today is not the day. It's very cold, and I just really wanted to see how well everything was doing, and it's not doing too bad. Well, that's me done, I think. I've been here for a couple of hours. I've looked around everywhere, and I've done checked out what's growing, what's not, and I decided to trim some more of those brambles down at the back. I only planned on staying maybe half an hour, but another plot holder came over and started doing hair plot, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to stay a bit longer too. So I think that's sometimes all it takes, is to see someone else working their plot, and then it spares you on a little bit. Just a quick point along those lines. I know everyone has plots on their allotment sites that are maybe the people don't come as often, or they maybe stopped coming totally, but the people who used to do really well, and if there are people like that and the people you used to be friendly with and talk to, maybe drop them a message and just say to them, oh, I'm going today, how are you doing? And sometimes that's all it takes to spare someone on to coming back to their plot and trying. Maybe they feel a bit overwhelmed, and just reassure them that, come on, we can do it, just cover it all, or start a bit at a time, and now's the time to do it, and all those things. Because I've been in that position myself, where last year, beginning of last year, Mandy next door, she spared me on, to come back, and I did. I wasn't going to come back. And then this year Mandy's needed it because she was, you know, couldn't get back into it, so I've spared her on. And I think that's what allotment community should be about: helping people, sparing people on, advice, and just, you know, even just a quick chat, because not everyone comes to grow loads and loads of veg and produce. Some people, it's their only way of meeting people or way of seeing people, maybe very lonely at home. So, you know, think outside the box. If there's anyone, I'm going to put it to everyone, message someone this week who you haven't spoke to, even if it's not at the allotment. Message someone and say hi, because that person might just need that hello. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep on that one, but yeah, so I'm going to call it a day, and I think that'll be my last video for this vlog. I'm sorry I haven't had a video out in a week, or 2 weeks rather, but it's been a busy one. I've had stuff to sort, I've had bikes to MOT and all sorts of stuff, and it's not really been the weather. We've had bits and bobs of bad weather. So anyway, I'll stop babbling on. I'll stop babbling. I'll stop babbling on, and I shall see you again soon. Take care.